Welcome to Violin Adventures number 29. We'll have to do something special for number 30, so if you have any ideas, please put them in the comments below. Well, this week we had some special weather, so here's the story. It was raining quite a bit outside, and I kept checking, and the river came up to the top. And then in a matter of half an hour to an hour, I don't know the exact time, but the river had overflowed and come up toward the house. And it was over halfway up. And I realized, uh-oh, we may have a flood coming, so I better get out there and get the sand moved from the garage to the brick area that needed to be blocked up so the water wouldn't go into the house. And at this point, my dad was feeling very under the weather, and he was in bed. He was not feeling well at all. So I went outside, grabbed the sand bucket, and was trying to maneuver it out the garage and over the grass onto the sidewalk. Well, it got stuck in the grass, and you know how heavy sand is, and I was struggling to get that thing to move. And finally, I just said, Lord, please send an angel to help me. And right as I finished praying, around the corner comes this guy. And he says, do you need help? And I said, yes, I do. He moved it for me. We got it down to where it belongs. And he was stacking the bags of sand. And it wasn't enough. So he said, I will go to the store and I will get more sand. And he did. He got like 20 more bags of sand, brought them in, and stacked them like 3 layers thick and then up. So I could rest in peace that everything would be fine. The water would probably not go over that. Well, after he left, it was still raining. But the water in the yard just began to recede. It was like somebody was sucking it back into the river. And it finally all went back to the river. It continued to rain, but there was no flooding. I just want to mention, when the fellow came, he said, before he left, he said, just pray that it doesn't go any further. Well, it was after that. He was probably praying, we were praying, the water receded. It just like it was being sucked right into the river. You could watch it just going back in. So we experienced a miracle. That's the story. So now here are some video of the water coming up. I didn't get it receding. Hope you enjoy. So we're going to block it off right there. Lord willing, that'll work. Okay, here it is the next day after the flood. And except for some debris here and there, it looks like nothing happened. I'm going to go down and see what this creek looks like. There it is. It's funny. You never know that it was flooding yesterday. Next is some scroll carving and some work on the top of the violin, and also a peek into what was in that box. get the Harp Varnish, and here I'm using just clear varnish on the cherry wood because it's so pretty already. This is the result of sharpening on that Tormek. It's cutting like butter. Well, here is what was in our special boxes. This is a Tormek sharpening system, and it sharpens on a wheel with water so that the tools don't get too hot and don't remove too much. It doesn't remove too much metal off the tool. And then on this side is the honing wheels, and I have all the attachments for small carving gouges up to knives, turning tools on the lathe, so I can sharpen all my tools now. I've been very pleased with the results. They look very professional. Well, here it is, my new sharpening system. I've just been sharpening my little hand tools here. They're all nice and sharp and even. This sharpening system comes from Switzerland. Here's a close-up. And then we had snow. There we go. I was just closing up for the day and I took a peek outside and it's snowing. I'll catch it in a couple hours. Okay, this is the last video today. It's gonna be too dark, so we'll see what it's like in the morning. This is the next morning. Here's some more work on the scroll. And then some harp assembly, and I sped it up so it wouldn't be too boring. Hope you like it. the end of the week. Well, we're at the end of a busy week. A lot of work got done, so let's see what we have ready for next week. Here is the harp in progress. Actually, all I have to do here is let the neck dry. I had some little trouble with the varnish, so it's going to have to wait and dry out, and then I can, those are all ready to go, so we just have to put this together and put the strings on. So that will be next week. Lord willing, we will have another harp to join the others. Then on this side, here's the progress of the violin. We have the top cut out, and I was just trying out my gouges. They cut like butter, so very happy with that. We'll get a lot of carving done next week. Also, we did more carving on the scroll. Right now it's in its ugly stage, but hopefully by next week that will be looking much more beautiful. And then there's the back. These are the tools I'll be using for the scroll and the top to begin with. Over here is a box of tools and knives that need sharpening, so I hope to get to those next week. And the Hebrew Minute. Tza'aku v'Hashem shame'a umikol zarutam hatzilam. The righteous cry out for help, and the Lord hears, and from all their distress or trouble, He rescues or delivers them. This is Psalm 34:18. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, for your thumbs up and for commenting, and also to you new subscribers, thank you for joining. And I wish you guys all the best, and until next time, God bless you. Bye.